Elsa Majimbo has caused an uproar on the internet, and so many people are up in arms talking about her. But what exactly did Elsa do or say this time around? Find out after the jump. Hello everybody and welcome. Elsa Majimbo, we all know her. She's the in your face, no holds barred, cool storyteller, if I may add, from Kenya. We all know how she became an internet sensation. I think she blew up during COVID, thereabouts. Along the way, with growth actually comes change. Along the way, she changed her style of communication, her style of relaying her stories. Like I said earlier, she's a very, very good storyteller. She went from being that girl next door, from having that girl next door vibe that we all loved, that we all fell in love with, to having this obsession with money, and being and always seeing the need to show off. Now, there's actually no, I don't see any issue. If you are happy, you have the money, no problem. It's not my cup of tea actually, but if you want to, no problem. But I've noticed a condescending tone in the way she relates her stories these days. Elsa has done very well for herself. I mean, she's just 23, I think, 23, 24, I think 23. At the age of 21, she got herself her own house. Not many people can boast of that. She has met some of the biggest people. But Elsa seems to have a chip right now on her shoulders. She's always, I remember when she fell out with Naomi Campbell, which I reported on the channel. I'll link it in the description. She has been condescending in some of her posts, in some of her videos, and some things she has been doing, which by itself, I mean, she's entitled to do whatever she wants to do, say whatever she wants to say. But most people were not ready for this conversation sparking video she released. In it, she talked about how relatives are always waiting on how relatives that are not really doing so well are waiting for successful relatives to always bail them out.
Sending money back home or to your extended family is such a common African practice that I absolutely hate. I saw my dad doing it, and I don't even know any of my extended family. I saw him doing it with his brothers, with his sisters, with his grandparents, parents, like everyone in the family. As long as you have a job, they expect you to share that money accordingly, and that is just something I will not be participating in. I already knew I would never participate in this. Like, how do you come and tell me, oh, my kids are starving? Yeah, they're starving because you're fucking lazy. Get off your ass, get a job and feed your kids. And also there's this one like extended family member of ours, and she used to ask my dad for money, and she texted me and she asks me for money. You've been asking my dad for money since before I was born. I was raised, I grew up. Now you're asking me for money. You lazy son of a bitch. I am not feeding your habits. I'm not clearly you're too lazy to be alive. I will let you starve. The fuck?
Now this video is in direct contradiction to a video she released pre her big blow up, that is her fame, when she talked about her brother feeling entitled to her money.
3 words my brother tells me every day: send me money. He's the charity and I'm the volunteer. Immediately I started working, he said, let the parents rest. It's your turn. When I get paid, I pay him. Tax doesn't scare you when you already share your salary with someone who hasn't worked for it. When I get some money, he senses it.
Now, as usual, as expected, most people are not really feeling what she said. People have been commenting online. People, as a matter of fact, she's actually trending right now. People have had something to say. This man is pained. This is what he said: her dark skin represents her heart. Well, colorist much. Another one said this: sending money back home to support friends and family is not bad. My concern is when they now feel entitled. That's its obligation, or rather, that it's an obligation to be sending them this money consistently. This has become one of the biggest problems to Nigerians in the diaspora, a burden that they cannot bear anymore. But when you stop, you create enemies around yourself. Ah, fair point, fair point. Your money, your choice of who to send it to, but regardless, there's this joy that comes with sending money to your family. True, true. Especially a family that was good to you, that showed you love. True. This is why Asians, another said, this is why Asians are more family oriented and united. We Africans are doing everything to adopt Oyibo practices badly. Do you rather, and leave people to do theirs. I believe that's what he wanted to write. As long as they showed me love, even as a kid, and respect me, I will always reach out to them. Fair point, like I said earlier. Now another person said this: rich man pikin go think say the poor uncle not they try. Sometimes life just happens, guy. If they even tell you the sacrifices they made for your father to be where he is today, you won't open your mouth and cap rubbish. I will never judge my dad for sending his kinsmen money because they probably made a lot of sacrifices for him that he probably can't even tell himself. Fair points. Another one: leave people to show love to their family members if they want. You don't know their story. Fair. A guy sounding a note of warning: if your girlfriend thinks like this and you marry you are finished. This one is Spain said, always rubbing her body with ururu like a burnt offering. Nigerians are bad mouth. By the way, ururu means oil. Another one said, sending money to anybody for support isn't a bad thing at all. But what's bad is the entitlement. Nobody's entitled to any money you work hard for, regardless of who. Now, this is my take on this whole issue. I see absolutely nothing wrong in helping family. There's this joy, like one of them said, in helping family. For me, especially family that came through for you over and over again. Family that showed you love. There are some uncles who stepped in when maybe your father wasn't able to, or your father passed away. There are some uncles, there are some aunties who became mothers to you when your mom wasn't available. All those kind of people, they don't even need to tell you. From time to time, you know what to do if you want to, by the way. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with helping. I have a problem with entitlements. There are some people that feel entitled to you or whatever goodness you have, basically because they're family. They weren't there in your bad time, when you were down. As a matter of fact, some were even nasty to you at some point. But once you make it, they feel, they're entitled to your money. That is the one I kind of have issues with. Now, what do you guys think about Elsa's message? What she said? I want to hear your thoughts below. This is my own opinion, personal opinion. Like I said earlier, I don't believe in entitlements, but I also do not believe in putting people down. Some of the words she used in that video were very, very harsh and uncalled for. I'm praying and I hope that her aunt is actually imaginary. When creating content, some people just conjure up things in their mind and, to create shock value. It didn't happen, but they just conjure it. They just think of something, and at the end of the day, they say some things that are untrue. I'm actually hoping this is untrue, because if she actually has an aunt like that, no, it isn't fair. Like somebody said, some people work very hard, some people try their best, but somehow life happens, and it could happen to anybody. May we always be on the good side of life, where we are fortunate, where we are happy. When you are blessed, try to bless other people if you can. And if you want to, you should never be forced. That's the truth. And I'm saying this to everybody. Let's try as much as possible to minimize our expectations of others. That we should try to be understanding when it comes to making demands. Like one of the commenters rightly said, people in the diaspora are the ones at the receiving end of this thing most. They don't understand. They do not seem to care. They just want to grab money, gimme, 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 gimme. Life isn't like that. As for this Elsa situation, leave your comments below, guys. Till next time. Bye.